I think the main problem really with dictatorship is not really fully comprehended. I mean, the human cost of dictatorship is not really fully comprehended. If you look at the number of people who live in extreme poverty in the world, the number of people who live in, without drinking water, the number of people who live, for example, impacted by climate change, the number of refugees, etc. Compare that number, and as tragic as it is, to the number of people who live under dictatorship. The number of people who live under dictatorship absolutely dwarfs any of those numbers. And in many cases, a lot of those problems, the other problems like the poverty and like the war and like the refugee waves and like the climate change and all of that, a lot of these are also either caused or made a lot worse by dictatorship. The human cost alone is not really measured in the number of people they kill or imprison, but also the stunted human potential. The fact that there are lots of amazing people, talented people living in these countries, they cannot become what they aspire because they live in a dictatorship. Lots of people who are brilliant poets, for example, or writers, or authors, or musicians, they simply can't have a career because they live in a country that doesn't really respect. They can't really have, they can't really express themselves freely. The human cost is absolutely enormous, and I think we need to understand that first before we talk about what should be done about it. Because when it comes to what should be done, I think it's not a matter of a lack of political imagination, but really a lack of political will.